We've all been there. An infrastructure change gets pushed, a critical step fails, and nobody notices until hours later when things are already broken. There has to be a better way to keep everybody in the loop. So that's why in this video I'm going to show you how Spacelift integrates with Slack. To integrate with Slack, you will go to your organization settings and then select integrations. You will see a button here that says connect, and if you click on it, it performs an OAuth 2 exchange, which installs the Spacelift Slack app inside of your workspace. In my account, I already have the integration set up, and as soon as you do too, you will see that it's marked as active. Installing the Slack app doesn't automatically cause Spacelift to flood your Slack channels with different notifications. You will have to configure notification policies based on your spaces. Let's take a look at some of the examples that you can build. So in my Spacelift account, I'll go to policies, and then you can actually go directly to templates in the policy library, and you can actually filter by a label called Slack. So you can see here a couple of the policies that you can do, but I'll show you what I have already in my Spacelift account. So I have a policy that does drift detection with changes. So this will send a notification to Slack whenever drift is detected and also when remediation starts. I have another notification policy that will notify me about failed and discarded runs. I have another policy that notifies the author based on a stack failure. It will either notify him on a GitHub pull request or directly on Slack. This policy was built by our friends from Masterpoint and they open sourced it. I also have a policy in here that will notify me about runs that finish successfully. And we also have a policy that actually goes through all the steps of your runs and actually updates a Slack thread with messages depending on what is happening on your run. Whenever you're configuring notification policies, you need to provide to these policies the channel ID from Slack that you want to use. To get a channel ID from Slack, it's fairly easy. You just go to the channel details, and then at the bottom you can see the channel ID that you can easily copy. So let's see how these look like in our Slack account. So in here, for example, I have a drift detection run that was triggered by a schedule, and it actually found drift. So it tells you also the delta, what resources it has to add. And if you click on show plan changes, you will actually see all the resources this is going to touch. You can also take actions from Slack. So for this example, I actually just discarded the run directly from here. And let's now trigger some runs to see the different notifications directly inside of our Slack account. So I'll go back to my stacks right now, and in here I have a stack, and I'll just trigger a run directly. And you can see here the thread runs is routed to Slack directly. So if I go to Slack right now and go to thread runs, I will see that the tracked run was triggered by me, and we can see here replies directly from our Spacelift account added to the thread. And you can see the different states our run goes through. So right now it's in planning. And now I have the option to confirm or discard the run. If I confirm the run, this will finish successfully and I'll get notified in the successful runs channel. If I click on discard, I'll get notified automatically in the failed and discarded runs. So let's click on discard for this one. And as you can see, if I go to failed discarded member runs, the run was discarded and you can review the logs to see why here. So now let's make this run fail directly. So to do that, I'll just remove the cloud integration I'm using to connect to AWS. And again, if I go and trigger a run, we will see that the run fails and there are a bunch of notification policies that were triggered. And if we go to fail discarded member runs, we will see that we are notified that the run has failed. So this is from one of the notification policies. And we can see that we have a stack failure from the other notification policy. And it actually tags me directly and tells me that my commit introduced a change that potentially caused the failure of the stack, and I can check the run details here and I can also see the tracked commit. Because I had a failure, if I go to thread runs as well, I can see in the latest thread that my run has failed. By integrating Spacelift with Slack, you can easily see all the successful runs, all the runs that have failed, and you can even get notified directly by using your username. You can also take actions on your runs directly from Slack. And that's it for this one. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified when new videos come up. I'm Flavius, see you the next time.